Hi, I am SSK and you are watching SSK Infinity. First of all, please click the subscribe button and press the bell icon to get the information at the first. And please click like and share this video. Today we are going to talk about a war between two rivals, India and Pakistan, to liberate a nation known as Bangladesh. We are talking about the Indo Pak War of 1971, also known as the Bangladeshi Liberation War. The brutal regime of Yahya Khan, the military dictator at the present time, was suppressing the Bengalis of East Pakistan. All this started because of this man, Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. He was a East Pakistani politician. He won the national elections of the whole Pakistan. That meant that Sheikh Mujibur Rahman would be the new head of state of whole Pakistan. Many people in the West Pakistan or the main Pakistan didn't like it, and Sheikh Mujibur Rahman was not given the right to take oath as a prime minister. So, in a speech, Sheikh Mujibur Rahman said that East Pakistan would be freed from Pakistan and there would be a new country known as Bangladesh. This led to his arrest and he was jailed. And the brutal regime of Yahya Khan continued its suppression and grew it 10 times. Because of that, many refugees poured into India. This was disturbing for Prime Minister Indira Gandhi. So, Prime Minister Indira Gandhi, Chief of Army Staff Field Marshal Sam Manekshaw, then General, Chief of Naval Staff Admiral S.M. Nanda, Chief of Air Staff Air Chief Marshal Pratap Chandar Lal, decided to attack Pakistan and liberate East Pakistan. But they knew they didn't want any diplomatic pressure from any country. So they wanted Pakistan to commit a mistake, which it committed. On 3rd December 1971, Pakistani fighters flew from West Pakistan and raided many strategically important air bases along the western border of India, which led to declaring war by India to Pakistan and Pakistan to India. Then came the Battle of Logewala. On the Indian side, there was Major Kuldeep Singh Chandpuri. On the Pakistani side, it was Brigadier General Tariq Mir. India had just 120 soldiers and 3 mines, whereas Pakistan had 2000 soldiers and 40 tanks. Because of the intelligence of Major Kuldeep Singh Chandpuri, they set up a minefield. They had just 3 mines, but they had many fake ones also. So at the starting of the minefield, they planted the original mines, and afterwards they started putting the fake ones. When the first 3 tanks arrived, they all 3 were blasted. They were no more than ashes. Then engineers were called from the Pakistani army, and the Pakistani army spent the whole night removing mines. And in the morning, the Indian Air Force came raining into the skies and just put the Pakistani troops and the tanks on fire. Indian Air Force didn't have night capability. That's why they couldn't come for help at night. As in retaliation to the Pakistani invasion of Logewala, the Indian Navy went near the Karachi harbour and set Karachi port on blaze, and it was such a fire that it lasted for a week. Then Pakistan knew that India's first aircraft carrier, and only at that particular time, INS Vikrant of the Indian Navy, was very vital for Indian victory. So it thought that somehow it could destroy it. So the plan was such that the PNS Ghazi will set sail from West Pakistan and somehow sneak into the Bay of Bengal and suddenly go near INS Vikrant, and the next moment INS Vikrant would be destroyed. But at that particular time, Pakistan was not so lucky. Indian intelligence agency RAW, or also known as Research and Analysis Wing, got to know about this Pakistani plan. So to counter this plan, RAW started making a new plan. Everybody knew that if they had to destroy PNS Ghazi, there was only one ship which could do that, which was INS Rajput. But one of its engine was not working at that particular time. So RAW decided that somehow they need to bring PNS Ghazi to the Vishakhapatnam port, because INS Rajput was getting repaired at the Vishakhapatnam port. At that particular time, only the engine of INS Rajput was a failure, whereas all its guns on board were working perfectly. So now RAW decided that their plan will have 3 steps. First, all the officers and sailors on board INS Vikrant were told to call their home and tell their relatives that they were coming to Vishakhapatnam, and over there they are being given 10 days holiday. Second plan was that all the fishermen at Vishakhapatnam port were requested to remove their fishing boats, because they gave the reason that a big ship from which aircrafts fly, INS Vikrant, is going to arrive here. The third plan was that a lot of food, which included egg, bread, vegetables, were ordered. It said that it was for INS Vikrant. RAW knew that there were several Pakistani spies in India, which gave Pakistan the information of every minute. And this information, this misleading information, as wildfire spread and went till Pakistan, and PNS Ghazi was diverted from INS Vikrant's real location to Vishakhapatnam. At Vishakhapatnam harbour, silently watching, INS Rajput was waiting for PNS Ghazi, and as soon as it was in its sight, the next moment PNS Ghazi was forever buried into the Bay of Bengal. When Pakistan saw that its elite submarine PNS Ghazi has been destroyed by India, then it went for foreign help. It requested America and Britain to help them. America and Britain both sent one of their mighty naval fleets. America sent its 7th fleet and Britain sent its Eagle fleet. When India got to know that USA and UK were coming to attack India, they requested USSR, or the Soviet Union, to help them. As a true friend, Soviet Union sent its 40th fleet. When both the sides arrived, they were at a standoff. Both sides were nuclear capable, so nobody would risk to use nuclear weapons. After that, it was revealed that both sides were nuclear capable. There was a transmission from UK's Eagle Fleet to America's 7th Fleet. It said, "We are late," and that's why both the fleets had to return back to their respective homeland. And America and Britain were no help for Pakistan at the particular time. Then fighting continued at Bangladesh. Naval blockade by the Indian Navy, continuous air raids by the Indian Air Force, and continuous fighting by the Indian Army against the Pakistani army. And one of the most important element of this victory was the Mukti Bahini. The Mukti Bahini was a local group which was fighting against the Pakistani army because of its suppression. So India took help of Mukti Bahini and started fighting against Pakistani army internally, which led to the defeat of Pakistan in the 1971 war. On 16 December 1971, Lieutenant General Niazi signed the instrument of surrender, and 93,000 Pakistani troops were as POWs. And in the Shimla Agreement, India returned those, and then there was a country born which had a new flag, new territory, and a new name, which was known as Bangladesh. Thank you. I hope you liked this video. Please subscribe SSK Infinity, share this video, and please like this video. Thank you.